The room at the end of apartment 20. To get to the end, you must go through the tunnel, through the halls that hold comfort yet anguish, past the doors that open forgotten memories. The room at the end of apartment 20 holds everything that I am and have been. I think I wrote it when I was like kind of low-key going through it. I cherish it a lot because it stemmed from a lot of those feelings at the time. But there was still a lot of like hope, and I hope that that's evident in my poem. I was very quiet growing up. It was always like hard to express my emotions or like talk to people. Through writing, I was able to jot everything down, and it just gave me a really big sense of peace. When I can't say it, I can at least write it. I started my journey with literary arts the beginning of my freshman year. My English teacher had been like collaborating with writers in the schools. Every day I would participate in every single like activity. Sometimes we just needed that like outside encouragement to feel like what we were saying really mattered. Writers in the schools brought a lot of support. After getting to work with them and after sharing my story so many different times, I feel like it even gave me confidence in my story and my heritage, and I was able to gain understanding even just about myself. I was able to find like my passion for writing. I'll be starting this upcoming fall at Yale University. I applied through QuestBridge after only ranking 3 schools. Like I remember calling my sister and like being super nervous because I was like, what if all of these 3 schools like reject me? I remember getting the email. I was actually on a field trip and we had come down to literary arts on that same day. I really wanted to open it with my family, so I waited till my parents got home and my siblings were all there, and I opened it. And my mom immediately, she always tells me like, I saw confetti and I knew you got in. I was just in shock. And my older brother, he was like, I always knew you would get in. I think if I hadn't gotten connected with literary arts, I definitely think my life would have been like a lot different. I don't think I would have had exposure to a lot of things. They were really fundamental when it came to like applying to colleges, because a lot of the opportunities that I had done and a lot of the extracurriculars that I had done was because they had created so many opportunities for me and so many opportunities for other students. Like a lot of the kids in my high school are now becoming published writers, and so many of their stories are getting shared. What they're doing is really amazing. My poem, The Room at the End of Apartment 20, was published in the 2022 anthology. Just reading that email, like I had gotten published. At first, like I thought that was really amazing, but then I saw, and then your poem has been selected to be this year's title. I was very shocked, but I was very excited because I knew this would open so many other doors and so many other opportunities and collaborations. I was able to work with like the young composers. I was also able to work with the Pulitzer Center. There were so many people rooting for me. It wasn't just like my family anymore, but it was all of these people who were genuinely rooting for me and were genuinely so happy and so proud of me. That just helped keep me going like while I was going through school and all these things. And I knew that even just me within like going to Yale and doing all these different things, like I would be able to open so many doors and so many opportunities for so many other people. That's honestly like what kept me going. What I'm looking forward to most is probably just being able to create spaces for people who look like me and people who like come from where I come from. And I hope to really bring a lot of what I learned at Yale and bring it back to my community and help my community. That's always been like one of my goals, even through my writing. And I know that I can create change, and that's always what I'm striving for.